Hello, this is the first demo of the file chooser thing that I started working on, and yeah, let's see where this is going. This is a hacked up implementation. I changed our old autocomplete, and there will be bugs, and it's all hard coded and everything a little bit fake, but I think it's good enough to show the ideas and how this will work. So this is the file chooser here, and if you click into it, it will open, of course, and it starts out in the recent mode. So let's see what has changed. I mean, the big change here is that there's a footer down here, and there's an up button for navigating, and you have some shortcuts here. And it starts out with the recent shortcuts. This is hard coded now, but the idea is that these are the things that you have used recently here. For example, some ISO image in my download directory or some other one. And if this is what it's all you need, then you just click on it and it closes and we are good. And but if you want to use it, let's say from the keyboard, you can also do it. You put it into focus, and let's say we want to go to the word lib word images folder. So we can start typing var, and okay, there's a bug. We have to go to all first, but I think it should do that automatically. So we go to all, and this is the file browser now. You can type var, it's here, and this was another change. I can keep typing here, and I can press the down arrow and select it, and the whole thing stays open. I can continue typing. Libword. Oh, what is in images too? I have no idea. Nothing apparently. So we use images, and then we, for example, select this one, and it closes, and everything is good again. So that was a little bit improvement on how you use it with the keyboard. Previously it would close every time you select something, and now it stays open until you actually get to a file. That's a small change, but that completely threw me out of my flow, so to speak, when I was using it earlier. And I think it's nice that it stays open until you're done with your task. You can open it with the down arrow, and the keyboard going up is just the control backspace. I think that's good enough, so we don't need any kind of special keyboard shortcuts for this up button. But if you use the mouse, then of course going via up here might be convenient. So, and then if you just all get lost and you just click on recent, then you get back to this, and maybe this is good enough. And here's another one which is similar to recent, but it's called common. So recent is, the idea is that it's based on your recent activity, obviously, and common is something that is based on the system configuration, not on your usage pattern. And so we might decide that the downloads directory of the current user is common, so it would always appear here. And then this is the default images directory of libword, so it would also always appear here. And then we have a list of pools here. And this is not all the pools, because many of them are just uninteresting. They're just about all the directories that you have ever used with libword, with Word XML or Word install. So I think we should restrict that to interesting ones, like special pools like disk pools and LVM2 pools. This is also hard coded here. And now it gets interesting how we do the hierarchy. This is not really a file in the file system, of course. So yeah, I guess we have to do a little bit more design and some work there. If I select this now, it appears here without the slash in the front. Maybe that even makes sense, and then you can select the volume, and then you have the usual pool / volume name thing here in the top. But I think it's worth thinking about what we actually display here in the top. If you just browse the file system, for example, you have the directory on the top, and then it's repeated all the time here. This is just a string. You can add it in the middle, and then you get error messages if that doesn't exist. Maybe we make it more structured and actually turn this into little buttons that you can click on to go back up in the hierarchy, like professional file choosers do it. Or we keep it like this. So in any case, I think we should expose the path name here with all the slashes and all the Unix flavor of it, because that's what we use everywhere else in virtual machines. And kind of breaks down when you use pools, but every volume also has a path, I think, so we can also show that, or we leave it like this. Anyway, I think the direction is still correct where we are going with this. So here's a hint. I want to have a second type of these things. So this choose file, the file chooser, you can also only select something that already exists on your file system. You cannot create anything new here. And creating new things, I think we will do it so that you choose a location where you want to create it, and then in a separate text input you choose the name, what to call it. And then we have all the flexibility. Maybe we have separate schemes for separate kinds of default names that you can just pick, or we let the user type the name, but then the name and the location are chosen independently. That makes sense. It makes the whole drop-down thing here simpler. And yeah, in that mode, which has not been implemented yet, you will only be able to select directories, but you can also create new directories. So there will be one more button here in the footer for creating directories. At least that's the idea right now. Okay, thanks a lot.